referral process is the same for all programs offered through the Erie Family Center. There are 3 ways to submit a referral. You can call the office at 814-520-8214. You can go online through the Erie Family Center website and fill out the Contact Us form. The website is www.eriefamilycenter.org. Or your agency can request paper forms to be faxed to 814-528-5028. When making referrals for any of the programs offered through the Erie Family Center, please provide the following information: the name of the client being referred, the client's address, the reason for the referral, the best telephone number to reach them at, their child or children's name and date of birth, the information about the referring agency, and any additional information or client concerns can be notated as well.
Hello, I'm Jess Feltenberger. I am one of many parent educators at the Erie Family Center who utilizes the Parents as Teachers curriculum for home visiting. Over the course of this video, I hope to provide you with a better understanding of this evidence-based program and how we partner with parents and caregivers to help them reach their full potential as their child's first and most important teacher, while also tracking their child's developmental progress, bridging the gap to valuable community resources, and building the overall esteem of the family through strength-based observations. Through education, modeling, and respectful communication, we are able to give the families we serve the building blocks necessary to set them and their children up for future success. So I guess a good starting point would be to look at the Parents as Teachers, or PATS, vision, mission, and approach statements that the Erie Family Center has also adopted, as we are a Parents as Teachers Blue Ribbon affiliate. So the PAT vision is that all children will develop, learn, and grow to realize their full potential. The mission, to promote the optimal early development, learning, and health of children by supporting and engaging their parents and caregivers. And the approach is to partner, facilitate, and reflect. We do this at every level of our organization, from a parent educator visiting a family in the home, to us parent educators meeting with our supervisors for reflective supervision, and all the way to the work at the National Center. So who benefits from PAT? Well, any family living in Erie County with children ages 0 through 5 are eligible to join Parents as Teachers. This may include first-time parents, teen parents, single parents, pregnant women, low-income families, parents living with substance use disorder or opiate use disorder, children at risk for developmental delays, and even parents involved with the Office of Children and Youth. A home visit consists of 3 different components that are touched on at every single visit, although the intensity or the focus of these components may vary based on the parent's needs. These components are parent-child interaction, development-centered parenting, and family well-being. Visit frequency ranges from monthly visits to bi-weekly visits, and even with approval, weekly visits in times of exponential need or crisis. So let's break down what a home visit kind of looks like. Parent-child interaction. The parent educator's role here is to increase the frequency, duration, and quality of parent-child interactions. We do this by providing age-appropriate activities that focus on the 4 developmental domains. This includes cognitive development, language development, social emotional development, and of course, motor development. These activities are designed to utilize materials that most families already have in their homes. This makes it so that when the visit is over, they can replicate these activities really easily. Here's a short video clip of one of our parents engaging her young child after a home visit. This parent was so excited to share this interaction with her parent educator. The rapport that is built between the parent educator and the client serves as a gateway for parents to express pride in their children and their accomplishments. Through strength-based observations and reflective communication, parent educators are able to encourage and empower parents to really embrace this journey of parenthood. So let's watch this young mom and her baby.
Wow. You want Mommy to do it? Oh. Wow, that's so good. Okay. Well, get it. Don't get mad. You dropped it. Well, pick it up. Don't get mad. Are you gonna make sounds? You want Mommy to do it? Can I see it? Oh, thank you. Oh, okay.
As a parent educator, this video makes me so happy. We see mom is down on the ground with her young child. She is communicating, and if you hear the fluctuation in her voice, she is using something that we call parentese, right? When we fluctuate our voice and we change the pitch of it, it keeps our young children interested in the sound of our voices, and that's how their language begins to develop. This young mom is taking what she is learning in these home visits and really trying to apply it to their daily life. Development-centered parenting. This is what helps parents recognize the relationship between their child's development and parenting challenges. When we start talking about development-centered parenting with our families, we really try to collaborate with the parents to see what they're working on, what they're struggling with, and how can we help design the visit to help educate where they are in their lives in that moment. So what does a conversation around development-centered parenting actually look like? Now, I can't show you one in a home with a client, but I can show you a small clip of how we go about approaching kind of these abstract ideas and parenting techniques and attempt to make them more concrete and perhaps a little easier to learn for some of our parents. So I'll just play a few short minutes of this. Hopefully it works. Okay, good. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, parents. Excuse me. All right, I was thinking about what is the hardest thing when it comes to parenting our small children? And for me, I think it's consistency, right? Our toddlers display a behavior. We don't like that behavior. We need to redirect it. We might need to put them in timeout. That takes a lot of effort on our part and a lot of consistency. If we let it slide one time, it seems like we regress way back here, right? So even if we had some forward movement and we started to see some behavioral change, as soon as we start to get a little complacent and we stop being consistent, we see regression in behavior. And then we start to get a little frustrated. So I was thinking to myself this morning, how can I explain why and what consistency is? Why is it so important? And I think I came up with a way to do it. Hopefully you guys can follow along with me. And just maybe this simple change of view on how we think of consistency will change how we parent. So from a young age, we start learning rules, right? Rules that we don't even know that they're rules, but we start learning them. For example, we know that if we have one lemon and we get another lemon, we have 2 lemons. We learn from a very young age that 1 + 1 = 2. We learn that because that math rule is consistently taught to us over and over
again. 1 plus 1 is 2. But what would happen if all of a sudden someone started telling us 1 plus 1 is 3? That makes no sense. That's confusing. That defies logic, goes against everything we were taught, everything we were consistently taught. So now we don't know what to expect. Does 1 plus 1 equal 2 or does it equal 3? We just don't. How confusing would it be to live in that cycle? Now, our adult logic tells us 1 plus 1 is always going to equal 2. But we have years and years and years of lived experience and people telling us 1 plus 1 will always equal 2. Years and years of experience has taught us 1 plus 1 equals 2. When we have our toddlers, 2 through 4, misbehaving and not following our rules, and we are feeling really frustrated, we need to stop, take a look at ourselves and think, oh my, what kind of rules have we taught them in their lived experience? Okay, because they've only been alive for a short amount of time compared to you and I. So have we taught them that 1 plus 1 equals 2? Or have we taught them that sometimes 1 plus 1 equals 2, and then other times 1 plus 1 equals 3? If we don't stay consistent with our expectations and our boundary setting for our kids, they don't know what to expect. Now
All right. So the third component, I think, is what sets parents as teachers apart from other in-home programs, and that's the family well-being portion of the home visit. This part really engages the family in reflection, problem solving, and decision making to ensure families have what they need in order to thrive. When necessary, we connect them to resources, help to reduce barriers to access, and we also monitor their follow-through and help to keep them accountable. We look at a family from a holistic view and ask, how can we help the family unit while respecting and valuing their family culture? Our goal here is really to partner, facilitate, and reflect with parents and caregivers. This portion of the visit allows the parent educator and the client to identify the stressors in their lives that may be taking away from their ability to be the best parent that they can be. So part of Parents as Teachers is also these group events that we call group connections. They're designed to offer opportunities to parents and caregivers and children to come together, participate in a variety of hands-on learning activities. And in addition to this, parents meet other parents and continue to build their social capital. We also do numerous screenings and assessments with and for our families. These include yearly health, hearing, and vision screenings, developmental screenings, which we utilize the ASQ and the ASQ-SE every 3 months or every 6 months after the age of 3. Now, this might seem a little bit aggressive, but this really allows us to catch any delays early on and get that referral into early intervention. We do biannual depression screenings, biannual domestic violence screenings. In addition to these, we also complete the PICCOLO, which is parenting interactions with children, a checklist of observations linked to outcomes, and the LSP, the life skills progression, to assess and report our clients' progress and outcomes. Also, starting July 1st, 2020, the Erie Family Center will also begin using the Bracken School Readiness Assessment. So we really track our families well and are able to see where their progress is. And of course, this leads to more data to substantiate the research findings, which research and findings, more than a dozen outcome studies have been conducted on the effects of Parents as Teachers model. Evaluations have been supported by various states, school districts, private foundations, universities, and research organizations. With each new evaluation, we continue to learn about the families and children served by parents as teachers and the long-term impacts on communities. Results show children's developmental delays and health problems are detected early. Children enter kindergarten ready to learn, and the achievement gap is narrowed. Children achieve school success into the elementary grades. Parents improve their parenting knowledge and skills. Parents are more involved in their children's schooling. Families are more likely to promote children's language and literacy. Child abuse and neglect is prevented. Research looking at parents as teachers implemented in the state of Connecticut on a sample of almost 8,000 families found a 22% decreased likelihood of child maltreatment substantiations as measured by Child Protective Services maltreatment data for parents as teachers' families compared to non-parents as teachers' families. All right, for more information or to get in touch with us, we're located at 606 Raspberry Street up in Erie. Our office hours, although not in there currently during the COVID-19 crisis, are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach us by phone at 814-520-8214. So thank you so much for this opportunity to share our program with you. One side note that I would like to mention is that while our county is going through the phases of reopening, we are still accepting referrals to any of our programs. We are learning to navigate the world of televisits through either video communication or just telecommunication over the phone. Our clients are adjusting to it, and it is going pretty well. So please, if you have referrals, send them over. We look forward to meeting the families that you refer, and we look forward to collaborating in the future. Thank you.